Hello people, it is time to address Umar Johnson's videos once again, and please do not donate to FDMG, since all that will do is help Umar's fat ass eat another Big Mac, so spend your money on yourselves. We need to get Umar Johnson healthy again, for we cannot hope to sue his ass from here to Jerusalem if he dies from obesity.
National Guard, I'm not even sure if they're still in D.C.
The ICE raids.
But yes. Memphis, you're talking Chicago and other places. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know there's two sides. You got folks saying, okay, well, crime is gone. And then there's the other side where as if, they do get rid of the crime. There's this thing that the state or the city's going to lose funding. So
we never get the funding any damn way. See, I don't get concerned about nothing.
Right.
We don't see it anyway. Can we be real?
Right.
Do we ever see the money? I don't care. Now, you got a lot of black people saying, we got to fight back against the ICE raid because if they do it to the Latinos, they'll then do it to blacks. I say nonsense. They've been doing it to blacks.
Well, first of all, crime doesn't actually get the government any money since crimes are done for a criminal's own benefit. And I am not aware of anyone claiming crime is gone, but if they are saying that, then they are fucking morons. Americans are taxed on everything from the clothes we wear to the money we own at our regular jobs, so the idea that crime is the main source of income for the government and they will lose it as a result is fucking stupid. How the hell can the government run out of money when they collect $1 for every $2 we make? If anything, the system is set up so that the government profits by people following the rules and paying their taxes. For if you were a drug dealer and managed to sell $40K off a drug deal, none of it is going anywhere except your pocket. Criminals don't pay taxes, but regular people do. I think these people are the result of spending too much time on their phones and not enough time at school. Also, it is very hypocritical of Umar the Hippo to talk about not seeing any money. He himself stole $4 million from the black community and refused to show any form of proof that it went to the school, so he of all people should be the last person you should trust when it comes to matters of finances, since he is a pathological liar. Plus, he's wearing his crown of conspiracies again and is spreading false information as usual. The ICE raids are not done to Latinos, as he calls them, but illegal people that are in this country illegally. However, Umar wants to completely ignore that legal definition because he wants to sow distrust by falsely claiming ICE has gone after blacks, yet he can produce no evidence of this since he knows it is not true. Don't let him cloud your emotions, people. Your feelings about the issues he is raising is a diversion tactic, and he does this because if he can get you arguing over immigration, you will stop questioning about his school or what he has actually done for the black community.
Second of all, you got to understand that our situation is peculiar to the white man. It's unique because we're the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. Everybody can be sent home. Asians can be sent to Asia. Chinese can be sent to China. Latinos can be sent back to South America. But slavery destroyed your spiritual and psychological connection to your ancestral homeland. So the only way you can get rid of black people is by a system of internal genocide. Now, as far as the ICE raids, I wish well for the Latino community. I don't like what's happening to them. I don't think mothers should be separated from children. I don't think fathers should be separated from their families. But I would say to them the same thing I say to the Palestinians who keep flooding my damn Instagram inbox, asking me why I'm not speaking more up for the Palestinians. I don't like what's being done to the Palestinians. It is wrong, and I want justice for them. But I do not have time to cry for brown people and yellow people because I'm not done crying and fighting for black people. So
Umar Dunbar, shut the fuck up. The claim that everyone but black people can be sent home is a fucking lie, and your fat ass knows it. For the 14th Amendment, which was established in 1869, states that anyone born in the United States or any place subject to its jurisdiction is a citizen. You do not get to stay here because slavery ended. You get to stay because you are a citizen at birth and therefore can't be deported. Secondly, you say Palestinians are flooding your message box, but you have never shown any evidence of this being true. Most people in Palestine do not know you, Umar, nor are they concerned with what you have to say because they are focused on surviving and getting Israel to recognize them as an independent people. They know you won't do anything for them since you are an American fat ass, so they have no reason to give a shit about what you cry or don't cry for. Also, what he said was extremely racist since he's essentially trying to deny brown and yellow people, as he calls them, to have the same level of importance as black people. He doesn't see them as human beings that he needs to fight for or express concern. He sees them as nothing more than tools to use for propaganda for support, and then when he thinks they're used up, he will continue to ignore them. A person who comes to you and says he's an educator and that he wants to help you, yet not only doesn't teach you anything of value and tries to get you to subscribe to racial division, is a fucking agent. He doesn't want to see black people prosper into anything significant, for if they do, then he himself will not gain anything of value. So, Umar's entire framework is built on the disadvantage of blacks, because the more blacks suffer, the more money he gets.
Until my people got justice, later for your problems.
That's how I felt when I see it. But I start to see that it has affecting our community, even the black community, when some of our brown brothers are getting snatched up.
That's true. And I'm concerned about that.
From black folks that think, man, they're just a shade away from it.
Well, let's remember, what was Abraham Lincoln doing during the Civil War? While black people were dying, 210,000 black men, many of whom lost their lives, keeping America a single nation instead of two. I think Donald Trump needs to be reminded of that. But what was President Abraham Lincoln doing at the time of the Civil War? He was negotiating with Mexico. He was negotiating with other countries because Abraham Lincoln did not want black people to remain in this country after the Civil War. He was trying to ship us all out at once at the end of the Civil War. Nobody talks about that, not even Barack Obama, who claims Abraham Lincoln was his hero, and Barack Obama got sworn into office on the Abraham Lincoln Bible, and here you are in love with the hero who was a white supremacist who was trying to get black people deported out of the very country that we helped to preserve.
Well, here's another attempt at Umar to revision history to fit his dumbass narrative. So let me give you the real history along with its nuances. Although it is true that Abraham Lincoln was a supporter of the colonization movement, which did mean to resettle blacks outside of the United States, you have to understand that this wasn't done maliciously, for the movement had existed long before the Civil War and was supported by both blacks and whites. The idea at its core was that racial division could not be solved, so blacks could be resettled elsewhere and start their own nation so that conflict would stop. While some can look at it as racist by our standards, you have to understand that this was a movement that corresponded with the moral framework that slavery was wrong. It also wasn't actually active when African Americans were fighting the Civil War because most blacks were not fighting until the Emancipation Proclamation was issued in 1863, and by 1864 the plan had changed from helping relocate blacks to settle them to freeing from slavery. So slavery was banned in 1865, and Lincoln worked to give blacks the vote. Therefore, Umar is telling you a half-truth to support a fucking lie.
He should have knew that. He's a damn Harvard-trained lawyer. The Obama-Nati was a disgrace. The Obama-Nati was a disgrace. And shame on Al Sharpton for selling us Barack Obama for 8 years, and not once the man and that man do something for black people. Do you know Al Sharpton met with the President of the United States more than any black leader in history? Al Sharpton met with Barack Obama more than Dr. King met with Lyndon Baines Johnson. But the difference, Dr. King came back with 2 laws, and Al Sharpton came back with a perm. Well, he got something. Black bourgeoisies, coon Illuminati, the Negro elite, the untalented 10th, the Democratic Party, plantation slaves. Because see, you got to realize, we have 5 major problems in black America. I don't care if you're in Boston. I don't care if you're in Atlanta, where I'm going to be next week. I don't care if you're in Alabama, Tennessee, Oakland, Phoenix, Detroit, Chicago. 5 problems. Mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification and homelessness, police genocide and brutality, and economic apartheid.
Okay, you gave us a list of problems. What is your plan? You did not stop mass incarceration rates, but you did try to contribute to them by telling the youth to go after people for talking against you. You have also added in the miseducation of blacks by failing to open a school for 15 years, and then not letting them know that they couldn't get a diploma or certificate worth anything, since you wouldn't be an accredited institution anyway. Plus, you've advocated for murdering children and kept $4 million worth of donations to yourself. So even if all these issues you highlighted are real, you're a contributor, not a problem solver. It is also rich that Umar still complains about Obama not helping black people, because that is a case of pot meeting kettle, since Umar did not help himself. Plus, even if all blacks had voted for Obama, it still wouldn't have been enough without white support, since whites are the majority. Now, that doesn't mean black votes don't have influence, but Umar is trying to spin the narrative that Obama was supposed to favor blacks rather than govern the country or make policies that affect all Americans. That is not how the presidency works. Besides, Umar's logic is that the government is white-controlled anyway, so even if Obama did do everything Umar wanted, he would still be calling him a shit president, as he would say everything good was a deception so he can keep his controversy money grab scam going. Also, you, Umar, are talking out of jealousy. You, the self-proclaimed prince of Pan-Africanism and so-called most requested black scholar, have never met any elite people, for your real influence is so low that no one at the top even knows you.
Any black person running for office, any politician with a mega church who is not tackling one of those problems in a major way is a complete coon.
But you just say those problems again because I think every community has those issues.
And they rarely get tackled. Miseducation. You know why miseducation don't get tackled? Because the school district pays off the community activists to never hold it accountable.
Ooh.
Let me say it again.
Come on, Doc.
Let me say it again.
Come on,
There's
Doc.
black people in Boston being paid off by Boston public schools to not hold them accountable for the suspensions, the special education, the low test score, the dropout rates, the lack of resources. They pay you off to stay out. That's why we never fix the schools. Gentrification, right?
Okay, and this information is supported by what? Your word? You have no basis for this accusation at all, for if you could truly produce evidence, you would be able to silence critics like me. What we all ever get from you is mouth. Not facts, not researchable evidence, or even one article with any academic standing, yet we are supposed to just believe you because you say so. It's fucking retarded. Plus, there are many videos of you miseducating other people. For example, you told one group of supporters at an event that you wanted to teach children herbal medicine, so that in the event that their mother has cancer, he could cure her with fucking lemon juice and honey. None of which is true, by the way, but it shows that you are only able to provide misinformation for the purpose of popularity and financial gain. Oh, and don't get me started with the fucking paying people off argument, for you are the biggest sellout of all time since you demand to be paid for every appearance, and almost always end or begin your videos demanding payment for what you are saying. You may be able to get people to like you, but that doesn't make what you say right, and you do demand a high fee for every appearance. I bet people have to bribe you just to get your fat ass out of bed too.
That's the banks. Why aren't our black elected officials writing law to demand that the banks in Boston that holds the people's tax dollars, if you're not doing a certain amount of business, if you ain't giving a certain amount of loans to black Boston, you can't hold the city's money no more. We are literally being railroaded by the very banks that hold our personal money and our city money. Shouldn't be going down. Police. Why don't we have more black police in Boston? And why do they get so many police from outside of the city of Boston? You know why? Because if there's ever a revolt, they want to make sure the police can't side with the people. That's why they bring white people into the black community instead of black folks. Okay? Exactly. Then you got your mass incarceration. When is the last time there was an overhaul of the state of Massachusetts criminal code? And why aren't the black elected officials demanding a complete review and overhaul of the state of Massachusetts criminal code? See that? Because they get paid not to get involved. That's why you don't take white people's money. Because when you take white people's money to run for office, they give you a list of things that you better never talk about. They are.
Name a fucking dollar bill that is white or black and isn't fucking green dipshit. And prove to me that you know for a fact no one white sent you any money, Umar. You can't do either of these things, so there is no white or black. People's money, it's just fucking money. Umar Johnson is not the person to be trusted to ask why there is no criminal code overhaul, and you have to remember that he defended Diddy, who will likely be registered as a sex offender due to his convictions. Umar defended him not because he knows him, nor because of any actual facts of the case, but because Diddy was black, and later he denied that he ever defended him. That's the great Umar Dumbass Bar Johnson's scholarly mind at work. Newsflash about any talk of revolts. The U.S. government is far too large for the black community of Massachusetts to win against, and it doesn't matter if the police are white or not. If you attempt to rebel against the government, you will lose. You may be able to win against local police, but you won't win against the National Guard or federal army that will crush you if the local government can. Stop acting like it's a white and black issue when we all know it's a dumbass issue.
On you!
This is why we have black radio.
Gotta have black radio.
Black radio. Someone else. you and I couldn't be here today.
That's right.
Your point is well made. That's why I love being a part of this black music thing here.
Yes,
we
sir.
are talking to Dr. Benjamin. You want to give me your
Benjamin?
Full, no. Give me your full name.
Benjamin O. Davis?
No.
Benjamin Banneker?
Now,
This
I
is
gotta-
Dr. Umar Ifatunde, the Prince of Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness, and I'm live in Boston, Massachusetts.
We are here with my brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. His name goes longer than that. I'm not going to play with it.
I was going to see if you was going to try to
You
pronounce
pronounce
it.
after him. I let it go. I heard when he said, I heard how wrong I was.
well, the introduction was a hell of an introduction.
Now, I'm about to legally change my name, though, to Ifatun, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. That's my Yoruba name, and it was given to me spiritually through divination.
European name? Dumbass bar, you're American. You are not European. Hell, you're not even African by your own dumbass ideology. But you say you're going to change your name to something no one even gave you since you are the one who started calling yourself that. It also won't fucking matter what you call yourself. As we all know you for who you are, you fucking fraud.
My father's the one who named me Umar Rashad Ibn Abdullah Johnson, right? Shit's too long. My mother named me, I was born Jermaine Shoemake. That's what my mother named me. She named me after Jermaine Jackson because she was in love with Jermaine Jackson. My father couldn't stand Jermaine Jackson, so he gave me the Arab name. So now it's time for the African name.
Okay, what is it going to be?
Ifatunde.
Ifatunde.
Oguntade.
Oguntade.
Ifatunde means destiny has returned.
You know-
Oguntade, Ogun is the spirit of iron in the Yoruba system. And Ogun is the defender of truth. Tade is the crown. Ogun wears the crown.
I got that. I'm going to just call you Dr. Johnson. I'm not going to make that
We're going to come back in just a few minutes
Yes, sir.
to talk to my brother. Keep it locked right here. Don't you go nowhere.
All right. We'll be back, y'all.
Your dad did not name me that, you fucking liar. For a simple Google search will show that you were born in the 1970s, and you did not start calling yourself Umar Johnson until at least 2006. That means you went almost 3 decades of your life never going by that name, yet you started calling yourself doctor years before you would claim to get a degree in 2012. You're so easy to debunk, Umar, that one little Google search tears your entire argument to pieces. Do you see what I mean, people? He comes to you guys claiming to be a doctor and an educator and a principal and whatever dumbass title, but none of it is ever true, as you will always find a lie next to anything Umar says. He went from wearing suits and appearing on national television to just hanging out at an abandoned mole-invested school, and now he is hiding in Boston states away from the school he was promising you, yet you donate to him anyway. So, I hope you Umar supporters got everything you fucking paid for, you dumb fucks. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one as we get to see how else Umar Johnson can somehow make an even bigger ass of himself at his donor's expense. Like, comment, and subscribe.